So this is what the top of my console looks like right now, and I want to spruce this up by adding 2 cup holders, which are something that I crucially need up here, as well as a phone charger here, which is a scan strut, the edge, so it stands up like this, so you can kind of clip your phone into the front of it and it'll kind of elevate it. What I want to do is add these components, but I also want to add in this custom SeaDek pad that I got from Next Level in Orlando. You can look them up, Next Level 407 or Florida Marine Customs. So in order to get all of this stuff to fit properly, I need to kind of space stuff out. What I want to do is move the GPS to the corner, phone charger next to that, 2 cup holders, and then the compass. That way when you're sitting here driving, you've got kind of this stuff right here in this corner to be able to mess with. In order to do that, what I need to do is go ahead and hook up the GPS, because you can see how wide it is. Get this moved over here and spaced out. That way we can mark everything. Once everything's marked, then we can drill some holes, and then once the holes are drilled, we'll be able to put the holes in the helm pad. So let's measure all this stuff out to make sure it's all going to fit the way we want it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit everything on here. Looking at the compass, here's the 2 cup holders. I've got a very small space once we got the GPS on here, because there is a windshield that's going to go around this, and yeah, I've got that pretty much as far over as I can get that. As far as when you put the windshield on here, that's going to be really tight. So I mean, that's kind of got to go there. And as far as the phone charger, that was kind of why I went with this phone charger, as far as having, you know, it stick up in the air and be able to clamp the phone. But if I take my phone, I mean, look how tight that's going to be. I don't know, might have to do something different with the cup holders here. Maybe I'll have to go like this with the cup holders and kind of move them catty cornered like that, and then put this like this. Let me pop this open and see what we're looking like. All right, so looking at this the way it is right now, I mean, I could probably put this back in that corner like that and have the phone kind of right there next to GPS. It's kind of sticking out a little bit. I don't know if I'm 100% on liking that or not. Problem is that I kind of need it to go in that direction, because I need to cover that up. So kind of have to have a cup holder here to cover that old hole up, and I have very limited space also, because on our SeaDek we've got a lip here, you know, so that way you can catch everything. You don't want to have everything like flying out, so that lip there kind of catches everything. So okay, so this looks really good. Now, as far as when I throw my GPS up in here, again, super tight. I mean, that's pretty much where I'm going to be sitting with that. Not much I can do there. Compass wise, I'm really not trying to move my compass over, so probably going to be somewhere in that area right there. And we've got our cup holders. So one there, cup holder there, and phone charger. That is just so tight. Trying to fit way too many things into one spot. Might have to split this up and probably end up moving a cup holder here, cup holder here. That's probably going to be my best bet, is to do that. This is a lot to go up here, but these are all the things that I want to have up here, so I'm going to make this work. So you see how this will flip sideways, so if I wanted to, I could have that like that. I wouldn't be able to use that cup holder, but it gives us the most versatility, putting the phone charger right here, 2 cup holders like caddied like that, and then putting our GPS over there in the corner. That looks like it's going to be our best bet. So first thing I'm going to do is get this compass positioned over, because as of right now, I think it's up in that corner a lot more than I currently have it right now. And I'm just going to take a pencil, mark underneath here where the hole is on the C-deck, and then I will cut that out, and then I'll just cut this lip down on the C-deck. I'll just kind of cut down to this right here using just a regular utility knife, and then also some X-Acto knives. That'll give me a good clean cut on here, and I'll just sink that down in the C-deck. And now I can just cut this piece out. I'll be able to stick this down and then take my compass, stick it down, mark where I need to cut, and then kind of chisel that out of the C-deck. Okay, that is looking really good. I like the look of that. Honestly, it's a little crooked, but whoever put that in, put it in a little crooked last time, so it's all the same holes. I probably should have checked how straight it was, but looks good. Now, as far as this GPS over here, this is the next task to kind of figure out where. I kind of want to get it like as much in this corner as I can. That's going to be the spot for the GPS. That way I can kind of, you know, we can rotate it, and then we can rotate it out, and you won't need to go any more than that. I mean, that is pretty tilted back. If you wanted to go on more, you really don't need to. So what I'm going to do is bring this in just a smidgen closer, and then over just a little bit. That way I got a little bit of clearance to get to the back, and then to mark where I'm going to get this, I'm just going to push down and turn it a little bit. That way it marks our C-deck where we want this thing to be. So now you can see exactly where we're going to be. So that is my spot. Now I need to take the base off here and put our screws in there. And there is our GPS. That's looking real good. We can turn it whichever way we want. That's nice face. Next we'll go ahead and do our phone charger, but the thing about the phone charger, that's about as big as it's going to get. I want to make sure though, so you can see how it's sticking out over the deck. Main thing I'm concerned about is steering wheel action. You do not want to have your hand on the wheel and come around, like if I mount this like this to where you can tilt it back like that. I don't know why you would ever want that, but for the most part I'm going to get it as close to this windshield as possible with a little bit of play. But the closer you have it here, you don't want this sticking out and then smack it with your hand. That's no good. So I'll probably mount it, we're going to be back probably close to pretty much right there. I think it's going to be the right thing. It's pretty even with that. Now that we have our phone charger in, GPS, compass, all that stuff is set, we need to get these cup holders in here and kind of get them into position. So what I'm gonna do is I mean this is gonna be super tight. I'll probably be able to cheat this over to about here, and I'll be able to cheat this one over to about there. But this is gonna be super tight, so there I kind of have the outline. I'm gonna take my circular saw, or not my circular saw, but my hole saw, and I'm gonna stick this into position, trace it, and then cut the C-deck out. And then once I get the C-deck cut out, then I'll be able to actually send this through the gel coat, or well, send this through the console to put the holes in. But I want to make sure that I get them just right, because I mean we are very tight here. So getting close to this lip without having to cut that lip because of the lip of the cup holder, that's the main goal here. So I got the first one cut out, looking pretty nice. I think it's gonna rain though, but I got the first one out pretty good. I'm going to now kind of center that, get my drill bit started. Then I'll be able to come back and put this through. I'm gonna run this in reverse just to get it started, and then once I get it started, then I can go ahead and send it the rest of the way through. I just used the cup holders upside down, kind of marked the edges of them, and then I was able to take the hole saw, kind of put it in here, get my center mark, get a hole drilled, so that way I can kind of get these ready to drill. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this and this off, get the compass out of there, move the pad, drill these, get the cup holders to fit. Then I'll be able to put this back in here, test everything. Yeah, this is looking real good. Now I just need to go ahead and stick all this stuff back on there just to dry fit it for right now. I need to clean this up a little bit more, but I want to wait till I get my windshield before I actually seal this down. But this is what it looks like now that everything is dry fit. Boom, that looks phenomenal. Love this. You know, pull down, clip your phone in there, plenty of space in the cup holders. I got a bunch of fuzzies on here from the towel, but other than that, this looks great. I mean, it's outstanding. Plenty of space to the GPS. Everything is movable. I can rotate it left and right, up and down, you know, depending on what exactly you're wanting it to face. This, you can tilt this way, flop that way. This looks outstanding. I love it.